Um, Another reason I wanted to do these daily vlogs is because I feel like if I tried to put all of the things that went into losing weight this time into one video, it would be ridiculously long. It's not, though, I can't say I'm even able to cover them all in a week because, in all actuality, it's constantly occurring to me like how something affected, and I'll be like, wow, it totally affected my weight loss. But there are certain things that like are obvious ones to me. Um, and I think that like one of them was that health, not being skinny, is honestly what started this whole journey. It was like I have to be healthy. I've been sick for so long and I was in such pain and I was just not well. And then when they talked about doing a biopsy on my liver, that really just amplified the need to take it seriously and get it done. So I think that the reason behind the weight loss was not skinny, it was health. And so what that alleviated was a lot of times when I would start weight loss to be thinner, I was not thin fast enough. And I think that's obvious in my progression video for week 51. It's like I'm opening my 50-pound bag and I'm still really big. So 50 pounds still didn't make me skinny. And so if skinny was my only motivation, it would have been so far away, it would have been hard to achieve it and to keep it as my motivation. But since health was my motivation, skinny just wound up being something that was like a bonus as it happened. It was really amazing and awesome, but a bonus. Um, that's one. Two, honesty. Dude, this time it was like, I don't care who asks, I don't care who, whatever, I'm going to tell them up front how much I weigh. And I would tell anybody, I weigh 255 pounds. I weigh 255 pounds. I weigh 255 pounds. I'm at 245. I'm at, 250. Like, whatever I was at, I was 1000% honest because it was like, I will never weigh this again. I'm telling the world I want the disgusted, ridiculous looks because I will never weigh this again. So I think that there was no hiding. There was no embarrassment. I told everybody I was on a plan. I told everybody I was changing my life. I told, and I had to deal with a lot of people being like, that's what you say, or okay, good for you. But like a lot of non-believers. And that's understandable because I'd said it before, but this time it was totally different. And by telling everybody and being upfront, I had a bigger support system. I had people being aware not to like bring certain things around me, not to try to push me to go out to eat with them, stuff like that. Like it just changed the game. So not to mention, it was like I'm saying this to everybody now. I have to stick to it. True story. Sitting here in a sports bra, but I'm about to go finish getting dressed, and I had all these thoughts. So um yeah. I think that I just let go of shame. And I was like, the shame, like the thing to be shameful about was how I got here and how I was treating my body. But the thing to be proud of is the fact that I'm changing it. So I'm going to let go of the shame and the regret and just move forward. And yeah, sometimes from time to time, I think about it and I'm like, I can't believe I even had to lose 100 pounds. I can't believe I even put myself in that place. But you know what? That's done. It's gone. And I'm changing my life. I can't sit there and over analyze that. Um, and finally, for this video, I'm going to say I focused on me the entire time. It was never about what somebody else. I used to see people who had lost a ton of weight and been like, yeah, I need to get on one of those shows. Yeah, I need to get a personal trainer. Yeah, I need to get surgery. One day I hope I'm lucky enough to get surgery. One day I hope I'm lucky enough to get on a show. But the reality is you just have to do it. And maybe it would have been easier if I had my stomach stapled, but it hasn't been that bad, and you just have to do it. And this time there was no even awareness of other people or the size of other people, or there was no comparing. It was like, great, you lost weight, yay! Like truly being happy for people. oh, you didn't lose weight, I'm sorry, but just really, this is about me, and focusing on me and putting me front and center in my life. And, you know, I constantly pushed to improve me. I ran faster on that treadmill because I wanted to go faster. I ran further because I had goals. I worked out 3 times a week because I had goals. Like, it was about me. And whenever thoughts of other people would creep up into my mind, like, it was like, no. Because there's a saying, and it goes, and this is one, like, seriously, one of my favorite sayings ever: obstacles are what you see when you lose sight of the goal. And that has been a truth for me throughout this entire process. As soon as I started to think about somebody else or something else, I would tell myself that. And it wasn't even like a conscious, like, obstacles are what you see. Like, no, it was like a subconscious, that's my mindset. And it was like, refocus. Just shake it off and refocus. And that's what I did the entire time. I shook it off and refocused. And at one point, about 9 pounds ago, my Weight Watchers leader was like, oh, Liz said her personal goal is to beat you to 100 pounds. And I got kind of pissed because it was like, first of all, if that's Liz's goal, fine. Like, let it be a secret. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it be her goal. But I don't know Liz, and it's not friendly competition or anything like that. It's like, I don't want to set my goals based on somebody else. I don't want to feel bad if I don't get there first. I don't want to feel bad when I do get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was like no reason. Like, I have never focused on anybody else. And it kind of aggravated me because for like a day or two, I couldn't get Liz out of my mind. But I just let it go. And I was like, you know what? That doesn't change anything for me. She was never an aspect in my game, in my battle, and in my war. So I'm going to stay focused and do what I'm doing. And Liz, I think, is at 88 pounds lost. Just saying. So it's like, I mean, I hope that she still has her motivation. I hope that the fact that she already lost that race doesn't hurt her, which is why I never wanted to do it with somebody else. Because it's like, I don't want, like, so what happens? If your goal is to beat that person and they beat you, then what happens? You have to find new motivation. I just want to always have my motivation be me, or my family, or my health to keep me going for my family. So I think that those things were really big, important parts, and I just wanted to put them in there. Now, as far as the weigh-in goes, I took this picture. I weighed in this morning at 151.6, and I forgot to take a picture. So I took this picture just now in minimal clothing, and after having eaten breakfast, lunch, which was just cereal because I forgot my lunch. Breakfast, lunch, snacks, stuff like that. Oh, like the first part of the food that you saw, that was what I ate. And I drank over 160 ounces of water, which is over 10 pounds of water. Crazy, right? But you process that really fast and you get rid of it. You eliminate it. So yeah, that was an evening weigh-in, and it was, well, not bad at all.
I don't know if you can hear that, but my girl, my wife, is fixing somebody's car. Well, jumping it, because I just got to dancing and there's a lady here who needs to jump, and none of these women had jumper cables in their car, except me. Because my girl takes care of me, make sure I'm hooked up. I just left Zumba, and I'm a little bummed because she cut it off like 10 minutes early, and we didn't start for like 5 to 7 minutes. So it changes the calories burned, but it was a good workout. A little bummed. I think I'm going to start going to a different teacher because this girl rips it, but she's been flaking a little earlier and earlier, so it's a little sad. Also, she's the one in charge of everything, and she's the one who got us the information and told us to practice our dance, and she didn't teach it today. So, yeah. Workout was good, not as good as it could have been if it would have been a whole hour. I miss it being an hour. And now I gotta go cook dinner. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be like a pretty rad burger that I don't usually eat it like this, but I'm gonna do it this time because I've been craving it. And if I've been craving it, then I really want it. So either I need a little bit of fat or I just want this, and I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. I have the calories. I set them aside this morning. I'm excited.